dumped me and said I'd never find better, so I leveled up hard. My ex Blake broke up with me right before junior year started. We were sitting in his beat-up Honda outside Target, and he literally said, "You're just not girlfriend material anymore. You'll never find someone who puts up with you like I do." I sat there in shock while he drove me home in complete silence. The worst part? I actually believed him. I'd gained weight during our 2-year relationship, stopped doing my makeup, and basically lived in his oversized hoodies. I felt invisible, but something clicked that night. I was crying in my room when my older sister walked in. She took one look at me and said, "You know what? Screw him. We're going shopping tomorrow." I started small. New skincare routine, actually washing my hair more than twice a week, threw out all his hoodies I'd been living in. My sister helped me find clothes that actually fit instead of hiding under baggy everything. Nothing expensive, just stuff from Target and Old Navy that made me feel human again. The real change happened when I joined the school gym. Not to lose weight for anyone else, but because I needed something to do instead of crying. I started with just walking on the treadmill while listening to angry breakup playlists. 3 months later, I was a completely different person. Not just physically, but mentally. I'd made new friends at the gym, my grades went up because I wasn't constantly texting Blake, and I actually started liking who I saw in the mirror. That's when things got interesting. Blake started showing up everywhere I was. At first I thought it was coincidence, but then my friend noticed his car parked outside places he'd never normally go. The grocery store where I worked weekends, the coffee shop where I studied, even the gym. One day he cornered me after my shift. "You look different," he said, trying to sound casual. "We should hang out sometime. I miss you." I just stared at him. This was the same guy who told me I was worthless 3 months ago. Now he was practically begging for my attention. "I'm good," I said, and walked away. But he didn't stop. He started liking all my Instagram posts from months back, commenting on my stories, even tried to get my friends to put in good words for him. It was pathetic. The best part came at homecoming. I went with my gym friend group, just planning to have fun. I was wearing this amazing dress I'd found at a thrift store, felt confident for the first time in forever. Blake was there with some girl I didn't recognize, but he kept staring at me all night. During slow dance songs, he actually walked over and asked if I wanted to dance. His date was standing right there looking confused. I said no, obviously, but he wouldn't take the hint. Finally, he pulled me aside and said, "I made a mistake. You're perfect now. I want you back." That's when it hit me. He didn't want me back because he missed me or realized he loved me. He wanted me back because other guys were finally paying attention to me. I was suddenly worth something in his eyes. I looked him straight in the face and said, "You were right about one thing. I'll never find someone who puts up with me like you did, because I'm never settling for someone who just puts up with me again." His face went red. He tried to argue, saying he meant it differently, but I was already walking away. The funniest part, 2 weeks later, I found out from mutual friends that he'd been telling people we were talking again, and that I was playing hard to get. He even posted cryptic stuff on his social media about fighting for love. I never responded to any of it. 6 months later, I started dating someone from my chemistry class who thinks I'm amazing exactly as I am. When Blake found out, he tried to slide into my DMs one more time. His message just said, "He won't treat you as good as I did." I screenshotted it and sent it to my sister. We laughed for 10 minutes straight. Blake still works at the same gas station he did in high school. I'm starting college next year with a scholarship I earned because I had time to focus on my grades instead of his drama.